Alright, back at it. New day. Alright, party members will suffer 50%. Arcane spell failure chance. Penalty to wisdom intelligence scores a -3 penalty. And then I think I need to find a healer or something to cure that. Alright, here we go. I had another vision from our mysterious helper, but she said the same thing as before about the attack on Kenabris. Fanfare of the Faithful. Right, take it. Feather, incense, gold. An altar of Deshna, goddess of luck. Patron deity of travelers and dreamers. Have I already been in here? Why is there not much to do? Oh, whoa. That's what happens when I press Alt.
Watch out for trouble.
I thought there was something to do in here.
Keep your calm.
Apparently not. So what do I have to do now? No time for banquet. Calendar, Monday. Days of strife. It's possible that the disturbed dreams, fatigue. All these are just little errands. Companion quests. Celebrate Sheila's reunion with her friends. Okay. At the Defender's Heart. Worm's family secrets. Worm's first priority is finding his way to the surface. He is willing to pay generously for a guide and hire the finest bodyguards. Talk to Orgus. I suppose there's something down in this corner. Go check. I think I've pretty much cleared out this area. everything started. I'm straight up unable to get there. It's from here. Alrune. Talk to Remy. He's not Remy. He only wants the good for Kenabris. I would consider those words of admission an admission of treason from almost anyone, but I do not wish to draw my weapon against he who has been given heaven's gift, and I won't, as long as you don't do anything worse than convening with the rabble rouser Ramon. I won't ask you again to kill the rabble rouser, but as soon as we liberate the city from the demons, my faithful will hunt him down. He warned you about the attack. Those crazed dozens were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold, hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city, and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomade, forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up with his followers and interrogated, but instead I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events, whether deliberately or under demonic influence. The dozens played right into the hands of Descari's hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramon covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? He has a point. In a war, well-intended idiots can be more dangerous than enemy arrows. But how can you tell who's an idiot and who's clever? Sometimes the cleverest people make the biggest mistakes. Smart people can do stupid things too, it's true, but there are some people who make a habit out of doing stupid things and they're proud of it too. Who now? Terrorblade. What upstart warden of the city? And I suppose you've already been written off for dead. This isn't sedition. This is outright insurrection. I am loath to abandon my watch, but I can't turn a blind eye to such blatant usurpation. Such blatant patent of power. Usurpation, I guess that is. Such blatant usurpation of power. We have no people, but we have no hope of defeating the enemy if there is disorder within our own ranks. I'm going over there right now. I need to see what the Arabeth is up to. Okay. Talked with him. I think there's a way across over there. Yeah, it's here.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. The mongrel did it.
Alright, I guess there's nothing up here.
Always be ready for the worst. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Dr. Horus. So where is Horus located? Spies amongst the ranks. Erebeth does not have the numbers to force the demons out of the tower. She offers to continue their refine her actions to scouting information. Burning City, visit Blackwig's library. Be prepared. Who knows when the demons will do the final lieutenant start. Will not rest until Roman is dead. And knowing that Citizen, Stern Inquisitor. I hear the fate on it, so I need to go back to this guy.
Can't hide from me.
I asked you. Okay, so I suppose I should be pleased, but the idiocy and injustice of it all, it makes my blood boil. I will leave Kenabris, but not before we fight off the demons, no matter what happens. Gathering defenders. This will be very interesting. Go, no, tell decision. Okay. I have to go. Okay. I guess, because I have to leave the area now. What I'm seeing here. Saving. Alright, Defender's Heart, Blackwood Library. Gray Garrison. Okay. Getting ready. Hello.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self, bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you calling boy? Huh? What are you doing here?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them! Just an audience, they don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Just passing by.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Well, religion check pass. Actually, it's a sorry ghoul, a grave made red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
Baphomet himself. It's in Aurochs. As a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it! She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask her more. It might manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Yet another obstacle.
What spell am I doing right now?
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Did you see that?
Come to this.
Absence of an answer is an answer.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
I failed my religion check, seriously. Difficulty of 11. What? You haven't the slightest idea, but perhaps you can guess. Who are you? What's this about?
I am the one asking questions here. Answer them, and then I'll satisfy your curiosity.
Well, I failed my check, so I'm just gonna be stoic about it.
Well, that's your right. The experiment has come to a standstill due to the subject's refusal to cooperate. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells. It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame, indeed, for I've always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken.
So you're trying to say I'm mediocre?
Yes.
What did you call me? Why do you keep calling me boy?
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
Well, it's not safe. Want to join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree.
Alright. You're following me now.
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward. Huh? What?
You have to follow my instructions.
Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter. Excellent, you're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Yay.
I'm always open to ideas.
Alright, information. Wait. Okay, so character. Oh, she's got corruption immediately with us. Interesting. Alright, armor class. Abilities, class. Scroll? Wait, was there a scroll savant? Really? Yeah. So she's kind of like a wizard. Definitely wants to be in the back. Okay. Do something like that. I don't know what this order necessarily does just yet.
All will be revealed. But then there will be no mysteries left. What a nightmare.
Color spray, all creatures in the cone. The mind affecting, mage armor, magic missile, snowball, one enemy. Okay, well. Make it as here regular.
We'll make things right.
Extra attack. Sure, you
I'll
just
watch
give
you
you the
back.
extra attack whenever.
I will help where I can.
Charge one enemy within 40 feet.
I'm up for an adventure.
Okay.
Focus on the goal.
Summon monster. I don't think there's really anything else in here. What's this?
Now what is that?
Watch out for trouble.
And nothing to be perceived over here. Excellent. Let's continue. Hold on. You're leaving anyway. Alright, continue. Someone's on the road.
Save the last one for me.
Your enemy is highly resistant to fire damage. Okay. Change to like magic missile. Got it.
Never stop learning.
Right, there is someone to talk to. Alright, so your blood Iomade. I'm alive. Phew. It felt like I had half the abyss and Ilu herself on my tail back there. Commander Terrorblade sent me to get you and thank all the good gods I found you before it's too late. The commander wants you to come back and help protect the defender's heart right away. What happened? Demons. The demons are closing in on the tavern. They'll soon have us surrounded. I almost didn't make it past them to get to you. They could strike at any moment. They're closing in on the taverns, but noticeably enough that you had time to run for help. I see our enemies have used up whatever reserves of stealth they results they had in their first assault on Kenebris. What need is there for stealth in a city one has already conquered? That's what they think. And that's what will bring them down. I have important business in the city. Will you be able to manage without me? I don't know. I honestly don't know if we'll manage even with your help. We need every fighter we've got right now, especially one as skilled as you. Go back to the tavern. I'll be there soon. Alright then. No, I need you to come with me. The demons have the Defender's Heart surrounded. Only I can get you safely past them. Alright, let's go. Yes, let's go. We'll show those beasts. Oh, hey, did I level up? Alright, Exploiter Wizard. Yeah. Next Exploiter. Okay. I'll always take intelligence. Okay, my guide. Always take intelligence. Alright. Might as well have some in perception. Yeah, that makes sense. Do all the main, and then guess I'm in perception. How many spells? I can add 2 new spells. Alright, so I already have mirror image. Web. Be an interesting one. Do I have web? No. Okay. Glitter dust. Causing creatures to become blinded in this area. All creatures within a 5-foot burst centered on target creature. Protection from alignment. All allies within 30 feet gain 2 deflection bonus. To AC and +2 resistance to saves. Both these bonuses apply against attacks. All creatures less than 6 hit dice are frightened. If the creature succeeds at a will save, it is instead shaken for 1 round. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice are immune to this effect. Cause a magical slumber upon a 4 hit dice of creature, and those are closest to the spell point of origin. Hit dice that are not sufficient to affect a creature are wasted. Sleeping creatures are helpless. Wounding awakens the affected creature, but normal noise does not. Does not target unconscious creatures. Summon small elemental. It collapses. Falling prone, suspect. Responds. It can act normally on a creature's next turn and may attempt a new will saving throw to end the effect. Okay, if they're too stupid, it can't work. Command undead, you make any undead creature fight on your side as if they're your ally. Which is always cool. Duration for 1 minute. Increase in intelligence. Excellent, 10 hit points. Poison. The target gains a -4 penalty on saves against poison. Attempts to cure the poison target take a -4 penalty. Blur. That'd be interesting. Blur or invisibility? So blur. The subject outline appears blurred, shifting, and this distortion grants the subject concealment 20% miss chance. A see invisibility spell does not counteract the blur effect, but a true seeing spell does. Opponents cannot see the subject. Ignore the spell effects. Though fighting an unseen opponent carries penalties of its own. Or invisibility. See invisibility. Touched creature becomes invisible. Duration 1 minute. So this could be good for like some other, out of combat stuff. I'm gonna do a bit more for combat. This will be, looks like, target takes a 3d6 points of damage. So blur. Fortitude, half. Oh wait. Okay, blur. The subject's outline appears blurred, shifting, and wavering. As this distortion grants the subject concealment, which is a plus, which is 20% miss chance. A see invisibility spell does not counteract the blur effect, but a true seeing spell does. Like, what's a true seeing spell? True seeing. See invisibility. So true seeing. Okay. New spells. Yippee. Complete. Mirror image. Bear endurance or owl wisdom. Creature takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. I ain't sure. Alright, Scroll Savant. Sure. This is just automatically selected. Okay. Acid Arrow. Yeah. I'd rather do invisibility here. Stigmatized Witch. Charisma. Okay. Arcania, Persuasion, Magic Device. Yes, Healing. Okay. Cure moderate wounds. Sure, so she's a healer. Land. Monk. Zen Archer. Key Power. Increase in mobility and perception. Try me. Key True Strike. I've never liked True Strike as a thing, but fine. Spirit Hunter. Dex. Up. Trickery. Up. Battle Master. Makes an extra attack. Paladin. Persuasion, knowledge, and mobility.
Keep your calm.
unexpected liveliness beyond the walls of the tavern. The once bustling and festive city lies in ruin, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, and even softly singing. Doesn't look like a typical tavern revelry, but nor is the grim violence of recent days. Dalinar, come. Let me properly. I get it now. Let me properly introduce you to Elan, Joanna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of Inspiring Cart. It was me who convinced Erebeth to use what Joanna, Curl, and Elan found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. She looks at you hesitantly, trying to gauge your reaction. I understand, we need to continue living and fighting, however hard that might be, even amidst the chaos that has befallen the city. Allow me to declare my support for Sheila's decision as well. Experience tells me that we should shed no tears until after our victory. If we start to mourn the fallen while the battle is still raging, we'll be jeopardizing all our efforts. Now is the time for rest. We'll bury the dead after the last demon has been driven from Kenabris. Hey, are we just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better so we have better reasons to toast. Tell me about you and the Order, Elan. As story goes, it is not very entertaining. I was born far to the south in Dorian. I lost my parents early, led the life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I am proud of my sword skills. I enjoy training in drills, and I'm not afraid of battle. But risking my life for coin, it takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. You have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die, and I wondered if it was worth it. So in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now, if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it will be for a good cause. that's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire for the Hound Hearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never has more than 12 members. And a new member is only knighted after one of my elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travelers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Hound Hearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago after laying my mentor to rest. But I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Have you been serving in the Eagle Watch for long, Joanna? I signed up for days before the demon attack. I am lucky, or am I lucky, or what? She lets out a laugh. I am an apprentice of a famous fencing master from Mivon, and I learned a thing or two from him. Believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that that's no accident. Fate brought me here. What about you, Curl? How did you end up among the condemned? I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in slums where everyone stole a little, or maybe smuggled, or guarded stashes. So, Kroll stares into his mug gloomily. But I never killed anybody, and I never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between prison and the condemned, well, of course, I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good a fighter, but as Norgorber is my witness, a thief can also be useful in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster, but I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you are in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us. You'll see. Alright, so Sheila. I think I know her backstory. I want to read it again. I met my noble sister on the road to Kenebris. I was returning from the south from my fiancée, and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomade. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north along the road to Dresden to my order's camp. Elan's face grows grim at the mention of the camp. The demons attacked us there at the same time they struck Kenebris, but we managed to fight them off. We hurled to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All my fellow Houndhearts were wounded during the battle on the street. I am the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sheila again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sheila in the tavern in Kenebris before the attack. Of course, she was the one of the few who could sit at the table with the condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sheila is different. I knew it the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sheila too. So I sat down to talk to her, and I never understood why. Everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curl is a great lad, so after that night, Sheila and I went around the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble, and they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That is a toast in case you didn't notice. Alright, did you call me over here just because, or is there something the matter? I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Elan is in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Elan shakes his head. Bad idea, sister. I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Curl is right. Dalinar helped me find you. Without his help, I'd still be looking for you all over Kenebris. So, Elan, come on. Stop being so stubborn. Tell me more. Young Knight shakes his head. In all truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Iomade and her friend certainly have more important things to do, especially now that Kenebris has been overrun with demons. If I have learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one cart from some lesser demon, but look how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows, maybe thanks to these one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Kenabris will find the strength to protect the city. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Elon, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Iomade won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. Knight sighs and seems a little embarrassed. Alright, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I never expected. It's here that I met may all these ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in all the world. It's a miracle she found any love of her own heart for a burglar like me. But I am not about to let this miracle go. Not even the demon lord Daskari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Kenabris. For half a year, I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent knightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich, but I so want to make Kiana happy. Oh, it took me 3 months to find a jewel the same shade as her eyes, and twice as long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's work is worth it, but I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is most likely still at the Hound's Heart camp outside the city. Elon and his friends don't have time to pack up their camp. First, the demons ambushed them, and then they rushed off to help Kenabris. I think we should at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. What could we run into? My friends and I killed 2 large demons attacking the camp, then rode straight into the city without spending any more time cleaning up the rest of their band. It was only a few imps, but they might still be at the camp. Of course, this was a while ago. our camp was attacked at the same time as the wardstone in the main square, and I haven't been back there since. Alright, thanks for agreeing to help. Elon is a good man and a true knight, and I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Sheila, I hope you can convince Erebeth to let me go with you when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course, if the League of the Inspiring Cart has come together in this dark hour, we must continue onward together. I don't want you in my party. Alright, there's nothing here. Boy, I'm pleased with you. I asked you to bring me to safety, and that's exactly what you did. Indeed, having a follower to aid me is most efficient and, frankly, pleasing. With you in hand, I shall conquer new horizons, plumb the depths of knowledge, hereth to knowledge, and scale the dizzy heights of future discoveries. What I mean is, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude. I foresee immense potential in our future connection. Happy to help. Hand in hand, we will unravel the greatest mysteries inaccessible to the minds of ordinary people. Just imagine it. I leading the way, proudly staring into the faces of the gods themselves, and you, my loyal follower, walking behind me every step of the way, writing down my deepest thoughts and admiring the profoundly of my intellect. If we hold hands, you wouldn't be able to go in front of me and lead the way. Do you always express it? No. Only one. Are you the catalyst? Which, when it reacts to my intellect, will allow the letter to grasp the very essence of the universe itself. Do you always express your delight so effusively? What? Who are you? Stares at you for a while, bewildering eyes, but then it replaces by recognition. Oh yes, my new follower. So what am I supposed to do? Oh yes. I must provide some verbal encouragement for your as yet modest achievements and try to include you to strive for more such encouragement. What that is the principle that underpins any training. Oh, I see. Your modest nature was unsettled by the overabundance of my gratitude. I do apologize for putting you in such an awkward position. I will never praise you again, unless I forget. But let's get back to the business at hand. Your new assignment will be to take me to the inconspicuous ruins that are located in an even more inconspicuous valley laying between Kennebrus and Dresden. As soon as is reasonably practicable, I'll mark the place on your map with a large red cross, so you don't forget it. What's so special about these ruins near Kennebrus? I'm glad you asked. This is my greatest hypothesis, my secret project, and I won't pass up the opportunity to share it with you, because you are my most loyal follower and you are worthy of possessing such knowledge. She rubs her nose. And also because you are the first person to ever ask about it. Some time ago, I was walking around the border of the World Wound, and I met a strange person. He was wearing a frayed gray robe, and his face was hidden from behind an old white mask. Of course, I didn't miss the opportunity to ask him about the reasons for his absurd appearance. And do you know what he said to me? He said, I'm the answer, but what was the question? Then he walked off in the direction of the World Wound. The next day, after I had already forgotten about the first encounter, I had another familiar encounter. This time I met an elven woman. Judging by the pointy ears sticking out from behind the mask, I'm the answer. But what was the question? She said, before taking off towards the World Wound. And then I realized everything became clear to me. I know a mystery when I see one. Consider this one of my myriad talents. After all these guessers, all these guessers went simply on their way to a costume party. Where were they? After examining several maps, I determined that they were all heading in one direction, to a place not far from Kennebrus, a place which is marked as Nameless Ruins. even in ancient Sarkorian's maps. That's where I need to go. Unraveling the secret of the place will be my greatest discovery. It will secure my place in history, or perhaps even in legend. How do you know where we have to go? Do you know how to find a beehive in a forest? You need to catch 2 bees, set them free in 2 different directions, in 2 different locations in the forest, and remember the directions they fly in. Then you take a map and draw lines showing the bees' routes. The place where the lines intersect will mark the location of the beehive. Fascinating. Yes. But the way forest bees do not make any honey. I use the beehive principle here too. For a couple of months I tracked the strange people in the masks and observed the direction in which they were traveling. I collected the coordinates and mapped their estimated routes and made a discovery. All the routes intersected at the nameless ruins not far from Kenebris. What do you expect to find there? I haven't the slightest idea. If I knew what was hidden in there, I wouldn't be eager to go. These ruins aren't very far from Kenebris. You could easily have gone there yourself. Why do you need me? These ruins of yours may turn out to just be that, ruins. Alright. You don't see? This is a legendary secret place. Who knows what may happen to me after I lift the veil and uncover the workings of the universe. My mortal body may be unable to contain all that knowledge, or perhaps I will ascend and become equal to the gods themselves. I need you to write down everything that happens and report my fate to the interested parties in Absalom. And don't forget to praise me as I deserve while you're there. These ruins may turn out just to be that, ruins. In that case, we'll write this experiment off as a failure and start another one. I don't know which experiment I'll try next. That's all I wanted to know. Well, now you know. So, off we go. Did I just make a rhyme? Perhaps I've discovered poetic talent in myself. Let's conduct an experiment. Quickly. Say any word and I'll try to find a rhyme for it. Science. That's when thinkers make alliance. Intellectual defiance. Not the best rhymes, don't you think? Well, this experiment was unsuccessful. We learned that I have no poetic talent after all. But it's no reason to despair. Having a gift of poetry in addition to my inexhaustible intelligence would have been a little too much. Besides, I am catastrophically busy and have no time to spend on writing poetry. Tell me about yourself. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, and yet to be recognized scientific luminary, future author of the Encyclopedia Gregorica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. The information should be enough to satisfy your curiosity, because I doubt I will be able to tell you more than that. You see, the brain of my given individual can obtain only a limited amount of facts. I only expected my memory on things that are truly important. The laws of thermodynamics, divine astrotica, planetary geography, things that will lead Gregorian to a brighter future. Besides, what if I make a great discovery, but I wouldn't be able to remember it because my memory is full with outdated and useless information? What a nightmare that would be. What a loss for the whole of glory and you have a circle tattoo on your shoulder. What does it mean? Oh, that? I don't remember the circumstances of its creation, but I like it. I prefer to think of it as a zero. No, nothing. A center point of origin or coordinates. If it reminds me how much of the unknown world there is to explore. Don't you remember how you got this tattoo? The information is irrelevant. I've decided to forget it. How can you decide to forget important pieces of information? This is just one of my many talents. The secret is to stop thinking about the thing you want to forget, and the main thing to do is remember anything you don't, and the main thing is to not remember anything you don't need. To filter it, you get right to essence. To filter it, to get right to the essence. I'll teach you someday, unless I forget. I'll probably come back to some of these later. Let's stop going. What are you talking about? No. This conversation lasted approximately 5 minutes. Really? By the way, did you know what it is exactly the same amount of time the Inquisitors of Kenabris need to find a defendant guilty? But to shake off Inquisitors chasing you takes 5 times as long. That experiment provided that running while clad in armor is not burdensome for them at all. 1,000 coins to you as promised. You help me get back to the surface. And yeah, I received 1,000. I have a job that will be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously. What do you mean a job like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their souls for booze and then lay down drunk in the gutter, or to do, or do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, noble of heart, but without a coin to your name. You seem relatable enough. You seem reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves. So why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? Perception check. Orga seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes them something. However, you hear notes of hydras beneath his smug arrogance. It's as though he's really quite nervous, but taking great pains to conceal it. Earth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask that you refrain from such statements in the future. What's this job involve? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Kenabris. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fundraiser in the city had tried to get inside, one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state that it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abdar knows what's happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins for help, but they have no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Also, please do take Camilla with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. What's the reward you're talking about? 1,000 gold coins. Difficulty class 23. Oh really? How impotent. No one dares tell Horgusgram how to address the people. Alright, well, we'll see if we can double it. Succeeded. Alright, deal. Alright then. Marvelous. Most excellent. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand. But do hurry, unless you want me to lower the reward. Next time I'll talk with Lan. Alright. Save here. Do a hard save. Alrighty. That's it for this session.